Hello there. Let me edit this bit. Welcome, Dragon Quest VII. Gonna have to do a little bit of editing scene here. One moment, please. Hi. This. Those. You. Yeah, there we go. Let me do a little bit of cropping, though, is the thing. I'm working on it. Why can't I capture this whole thing? For some reason, it's stuck like that. I also need to edit this a bit. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, that's what that is. Okay. That's not right. I'm gonna have to do this over. Let's add a layer. Where is it? Is that what it is? Like that. What is happening? This could be a bit of an issue. Where is... Here it is. Compatibility capture. Definitely. Well. It. Huh. The... Graphics. That didn't help. What about do this manually then? Something works. Alright, I guess that's a good size for that. Then work on figuring out the next part. So bottom screen is somewhere down in the right corner. Have to add that one way or another. Take this. Okay, there we go. Change the cropping somewhere over here. I'll figure that out later. Anyway, for now, let's get started finally. Let's make, well, I didn't really do anything here. I just started to see if it would run. Work. That's not quite right. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that works. Right, you know the drill, Hunter. Keep your mouth shut about this place, alright? Sure. Going up at the castle knew we were sneaking in here, we'd be for the high jump. Get the volume a little bit. Okay. Not that I'm scared or anything, it's just there's stuff about this island we're not supposed to know, and I need to find out the truth. I'm meant to believe this is the only island in the world? Ha! It's a load of rubbish, and we both know it. Okay, same as always. Let's shove the stone back into place and get home. On my count. 1, 2, push. Interesting way to start. That's how it's going to be, is it? You're still not going to tell me what you're up to? I don't care anyway. Because I'm not going to waste my breath asking you again, but you haven't heard the last of this. Going to find out what you're plotting, and I'm going to tell everyone, so there. Oh, I almost forgot. Tomorrow's the day of the pilchard harvest. I better be going off to bed. And so had you. It only comes round once a year, you know. See you later, Mr. Mysterious. Well, things are already off to a good start, I guess. Three gold coins. Is this my house? That's supposed to be... What? There. No one on the party... Okay, so B makes you talk. Your party members. I pet the kitty. No. 5 gold coins. Just an herb. Nothing there. This Mima. Looks like Mima. Pearl. Hmm? Hmm? Hunter's mother, Pearl. Hi. Is that you? It's time for bed, young man. Up that ladder with you. You need to be up bright and early tomorrow. Aw. Pollock. Hunter's father, Pollock. I got a leather hat. 110 gold coins. We're off to a good start here. Ooh, we actually have a whole thing going. This is weapon. Armor. Here we are. Hold up, what? I can turn this. That resets my character's position. Oh, it's the buttons. These buttons, okay. Keep the leather. Keep the leather hat. No accessory, no weapon. Alright. Hunter's better. You ready to turn in for the night? Yes. I've done my explorating for now. Hope the sound doesn't fuck up. Wakey wakey, Hunter. Come on. You can't stay in bed all day. The most important day of the year in Pilchard Bay, the day of the Pilchard Festival. Your father has already headed over to meet Mayor Maid by the jetty. Now get up and get yourself ready, young man. Come on, chop chop. Hang on. I can just get away with 2 times without the audio trying to die on me. All set? Wouldn't do for a fisherman's son to sleep in, you know. Head down to the jetty this instant. Your father needs your help. Oh, before you go, take this to your father, will you? You know how he likes his pilchards. Off you go now. Take that sandwich down to the ship and make sure he gets it. Hunter receives the pilchard sandwich. I'll stand here for a whole minute. Holding it like this. Must be strong as fuck to just slap a barrel into submission like that. Who are you? Oh yeah, I'm shot. What do you have? Pilchard pie. Not normally even up by this time, you know, but this morning I walked all the way from Esterd. Well, a spot of exercise every now and then never hurt anyone. Okay, that was strange. I respect your opinion, Pollock, but I don't see why we can't just head to the usual fishing spot. The ocean tells me something. I have to listen. I've been studying the currents and tides, and we need to cast our nets elsewhere this year. A fisherman's job is to follow the fish. Where they go, we go. End of story. You're not wrong, but the thing is... Oh, Hunter, there you are. You've come to give your father a hand, I take it. You took your time, my lad. Now, are you ready to actually do some work for a change? Oh, first things first. Please tell me you brought me one of your mother's sandwiches. I'm famished. I did indeed. That's the stuff. There's nothing like pilchards in the morning. I can't set sail without one of these in me belly. Stop staring at me like that, lad. Stop staring at me like that, lad. You'll put me off me pilchards. Go and salt the decks or something. Ooh. Yes, Wayfarer's clothes. I don't like how deathly still these guys are sitting. I can turn the camera. Okay. That makes things a little easier. $15. I can go further down? Guess the audio is going to be a bit of a problem the entire time. Hello there, madam. Shh. Get lost, will you? I'm going to blow my cover. Hey, who's that over there? Well, well, if it isn't young Maribel. Looks like I caught me a stowaway. Ah, why is it such a big deal anyway? Why can't you just let me come fishing with you? Go on, just forget you saw me, please. Did I mention how tasty your stew is? Really, you'll have to tell me the recipe someday. Flattery will get you nowhere, young lady. It certainly won't get you on board this ship. Now get out of here before I tell your father what you've been up to. As for you, Hunter, I've got a pile of potatoes that need peeling. Of course. It's all your fault, Hunter. I hate you. Alright for you. One day you'll get to jump on a boat and leave this stupid island behind, at least for a little while. I know all the grown-ups say there's nothing out there except more ocean, but they're lying to us and I know it. I'll get you back for this. I'll tell everyone where you and Prince Kiefer have been sneaking off to. I mean it. That was the prince? Okay, Merwing. Okay. Oh, there you are, Hunter. You took your time. We're nearly finished peeling these potatoes. By the way, I couldn't help but notice you getting an earful off young Maribel. Ah, she's a spirited one, that lass. Hehe. Do I do anything else about this? No? I just go back upstairs, I guess? What's your story? From Pilchard Bay to Easter Castle, everyone's heard of the mighty Pellock. You'd be proud to have such a famous fisherman for our father, Hunter. Now I come to think about it, his brother is just as famous, or should I say infamous. Ah. Hey, Zach. Listen to me, it doesn't do to speak ill of others. Forget I spoke, lad. Did I miss these? I think I did. Or I didn't. Oh, I missed these, though. Okay. What about the person? Word is we're heading further north than we've ever been before. Can't wait to see what kind of prize specimens we can get out there. Let me ask you something, young hunter. Do you have any idea what I'm going through? No. Of course you don't. I mean, how could you? Here I am, newly married and leaving me beautiful bride behind. No one could ever understand me heartache and pain. I didn't mean to go up the stairs immediately. I guess we're here now. Well, me lad, it's almost time for us to set sail. I know you... I know you can't wait to taste adventure on the high seas, but you're still no more than a codling. You'll be more of a burden than a help. Don't be sore now. Keep up the good work and you'll get there in the end. I know you'll make a fine fisherman one day. You're my flesh and blood after all. Ah ha ha! In the meantime, you have a very important job to keep you busy. Looking after your mother. Get the old girl safe while I'm away, you hear? My anchor! Hoist the mainsail! I'm gonna get a pause real quick. Damn it, where'd it go? Alright. Hi. Hunter! Hunter! Ah, Hunter, there you are. The king requests an audience with you. Rather urgent one, it would seem. Near the way to Eastern Castle, of course. Simply follow the path north from Pilchard Bay. Cooperation in this matter would be greatly appreciated. I heard you got summoned to the castle again, Hunter. Lucky old you. Well, guess what? I'm coming too. That alright with you? Fine. Alright then, let's get moving, shall we? My dad's a fisherman, so is mine. He promised bringing back loads and loads of fish. Can't wait. Hunter, haven't you been summoned to the castle? Why are you wasting time talking to small children? Why are you being a bitch? Who's this grubby-handed? The local shop. What have you got? Oh, you do have a weapon. And a shield. My style goes down to null. Another one for Maribel. Okay, there we go. The silent treatment, Hunter. Are you in a mood or something? You want to chat with me? Just like talk. Okay. Don't go bothering me every few seconds, will you? I know how annoying you can be. Alright, lecture over. Did you understand it? Yes, I did. Yep. Just go north. Barrels! Never know. So nice to get away from Pilchard Bay for a change, don't you think? Of course you do. You and Kiefer love your little not-so-secret visits to that bit of beach to the west of the village, don't you? Apparently King used to keep boats there, but now no one's allowed to go near the place, as you very well know. You won't be going there anymore. The next time I see you sneaking over there, I'm going to tell my father. So there. Bitch. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Let's head to Esterd. We just need to follow the path to the north. Okay. I'm going to switch to a view of the whole island, press the Y button. Why is she Naruto running? Why was that your decision? Oh, I haven't run into anything yet. What a slog that was. Well, here we are in Esterd. Right, I'm off. See you. What's that? Will we be heading back together? Oh, we'll worry about that later. I've got places to be. See you around, Hunter. Yeah. For you. The other day I was clearing out my store cupboard and I found a pile of rusty old swords and shields. I can't imagine when we ever needed weapons here in Esterd. It's been peaceful for as long as anyone can remember. I don't know, but there's a pile of weapons at the, on my dad's boat. Hunter, over here. Can you hear me? Yes. Shh, don't say a word. The old man's upstairs. I reckon it must be my fault you've been called here again. Sorry about that. I remember the plan, don't you? No. Yeah, very funny. Shall we get on with this? Up to now, we've been spending all our time fixing up that old wreck in our secret spot west of Pilchard Bay. We have to face facts. No way the two of us will ever get that boat seaworthy. If we're gonna find out the truth, we need to start here on this island. It's our only choice. I know we're meant to believe this is the only island in the world, but I don't buy that for a second, and neither do you. I've been searching through the castle storerooms, and I found an old book that looks pretty interesting. Where in the parts I could read, there's a place called the Shrine of Awakening somewhere in the mountains to the east. But it says if we want to get in there, we're going to need to use the light of the sun. Yes. We're going to head east for a little... Say? I need you to buy me some time. Keep the old man talking for as long as you can. Probably means like reconnaissance or something like that. Hopefully the guards won't wig that I've escarpered. Alright, see you later. Or I'm counting on you. Maybe read a dictionary! While you're at it. This is the bank. Which I believe only deals in 1,000 gold coins, so I can't do anything yet. Nothing particularly interesting. No other shelves. There's just not much that I can do about this yet. Kiefer! Kiefer! Where the devil is that boy? That does it. He's gone too far this time. This is outrageous. Outrageous, I say. I don't like you. Your Majesty, if you will forgive me, I am sure that Prince Kiefer has his reasons for absconding so suddenly. Please, I beg of you, you must try to remain calm. Honestly, why do you insist on sticking up for that wretched boy? Oh, Hunter, there you are. I have been expecting you. I know I've been staring at you for the entirety of a minute, but there you are. Come here, we have much to discuss. Perhaps my hand, alright. Sit yourself down, if you would. On the throne? Now, you're going to look me in the eye and I'm going to ask you something very important. Is that clear? Yes. Tell the truth. Is there something you are hiding from me? No. Let me be clear. You cannot worm your way out of this one. Of late, Kiefer has been behaving like a prince possessed. He has been entirely incapable of sitting still for a moment. You know what the wretched boy did today? He stole a precious ring that once belonged to his mother. A keepsake I treasured more than life itself. What in the world can he hope to achieve through such acts of petty larceny? Listen well, Hunter, I need you to talk some sense into my idiot son. You must impress upon him the fact that his behavior is utterly unacceptable in one who would be king. I confess that I myself strayed from the straight and narrow path on occasion in my youth, but by the time I was Prince Kiefer's age, I had more than grown out of such behavior. The exact details of my youthful indiscretions are neither here nor there, of course. Now, I trust that I can rely on you to do what is best for your friend. Be on your way, and do not disappoint me. Right. I'm supposed to head out to the mountains to the east now. There's a weapon shop. Outlet. Shield would be useful. There's a well back here. If I'm not mistaken, you're Pollock's son. So come for a visit from Pilcher Bay, have you? Father's a fine figure of man, I must say. I only wish I could say the same about your Uncle Pike. Still, it's hardly your fault you're related to him, is it? Sorry if I spoke out of turn. Watch out, will you? You'll make a terrible tumble if you're not careful. If you end up in a crumpled heap at the bottom of the well, I'm not going to be the one to fish you out. Supposed to be perfect if it weren't for two things. The first is Pike, that ne'er-do-well who lives in the northeast corner of town. The other is Prince Kiefer. I dread to think what will become of the two of them. Northeast corner, huh? Here? Well, I see. He's quite the connoisseur. There's a back door. Interesting. But nobody minds if I rifle through their ship. I don't know why you decided to cut off the, Firewing. Alright. I don't know why you decided to cut off the thing here. The wall. Oddly specific. Ooh, can I grab these? Probably, if I have a key for it. That'd be interesting. Alright, let's go find Kiefer. I don't like Prince Kiefer rushing through town like his feet were on fire. He was muttering something about heading east of Pilchard Bay. As it was probably Prince Kiefer. Hmm. This... Oh, that's back south. Okay, there's some ruins there, though. This the wrong way? This is Pilchard Bay. Need to go this direction. Oh, the battle sequences stay on the top screen. Hello there. What's up, bruv? If I hold this up to the statue like this, then... Ah, Hunter! I thought you'd never show up. So, here you are at last. I thought you might have got scared and run off home or something. Anyway, this is where things start to get serious. Welcome to the Forbidden Place. The Forbidden Place. Not even a palace or anything, just the place. No turning back now. Here, take a look at this. Well, have a flick through it, why don't you? Hunter carefully lifts the heavy cover of the ancient tome. Sees an image of a bearded man in a robe holding a staff aloft. The tip of the staff shines with the light of the sun. Leaving through the pages, he also sees numerous images of what look like stone tablets. Sadly, most of the book is written in an ancient script that he can't make head nor tail of. Recognize anyone? Yep, that picture of the bloke with the staff looks exactly like this statue. Just have to do something to that statue and then something will happen. Very, very descript. Judging from that picture, the key to this is the sun, and that's why I brought the little beauty with me. His mother's ring. The Sunstone Ring. It's been in my family for yonks. If I hold this up to the statue, something's bound to happen. Sure. Nobody of the scholars ever really got to the bottom of all this stuff, you know? Never dug deep enough. It was almost like they didn't want to. Forbidden places, royal tombs, how can you hear words like that and not want to find out more? Well, not me. I've always wanted to uncover the secrets of this island, and I've always known they had something to do with these ruins. Something waiting for me here. Something that will change my life, my destiny. Anyway, enough talk. Let's do this. Here goes nothing. And nothing. Huh? Nothing happened. Brown, it looks like I was wrong about the ring. I just know the sun has something to do with all this. We need to figure out the rest of that book. Must be more clues in the bits we can't read. Who do we know who can read gobbledygook like this? Dermot the Hermit. That old weirdo who lives by the cliff on the edge of Esterd. Apparently he's a massive bookworm. You never know, you might be able to figure out what these weird scribbles say. Take the book and get him to look at it. I can trust you to do that, can I? Sure. Definitely knows his onions about the olden days, though. My dad's always asking him about that stuff. Okay, you know what to do. Take the book to Dermot the Hermit and see what he's got to say. Since the Sunstone Ring turned out to be useless, I'm going to see if I can turn up anything else that might be connected to this whole sun thing. Look at that horrible hermit.
Uh,
Well then. On a cliff next to Esterd. I don't know why I did that. Up here? Oh. Strange looking stone gate. Hunter pushes it but won't budge an inch. Not here. But that's his house. How the hell do I get there? There's a cave. Gotta find the entrance, I guess. Ah. Some horse manure. And 1 gold coin. 1 single pence. Ah, here we are. Door's firmly locked. Seed of Wisdom. Hey. Probably downstairs. You here? Oh, there he is. Grand with all books of intimidating thick. Grand with all kinds of intimidatingly thick books. All kinds of books. I'll get handed to them. They definitely do a good job with world building.
What do you think you're doing, waltzing into my house uninvited? Can't you see I'm busy? Go on, be off with you.
Yes.
Oh, so you're the door-to-door salesman, are you? Well, if you think I'm just going to buy any old book you bring me, you're making a big Alright, I'll take it. Just 500 gold coins sound like a fair price. Now, it's not for sale. Make up your mind, will you? Where'd you get it anyway? For the prince, you say? Presumably he found it gathering dust somewhere beneath the castle. Let me take another look at it. Interesting. A sage, a shining light. What's that? The prince saw this picture and went off to the ruins over to the east with something called the Sunstone Ring. And there was me thinking Kiefer was just an empty-headed young layabout. He seems to be one step ahead of those dull-witted scholars up at the castle, at least. Very well, if you leave the book with me, I'll see what sense I can make of it. Come on now, I'm not taking no for an answer. You brought it here for me to look at, didn't you? Now, it's going to take a while to decipher these old runes, so I'd be grateful if you could come back a little later. And bring the prince with you when you do, will you? He may be an oaf and a bonehead, but he managed to unearth this book, so he can't be all bad. By the time you get back here with him, I should have figured it out.
Alright, I guess we go get Prince Kiefer. Really, Dixie? Not now. Back to the ruins. One moment. All right. Wrong cliff. All right, where are you, Princey? This is some mysterious power. Hello? Still here? Anywhere? Um, I could zoom out or something. Did he vanish? Did he go inside? I don't know what to do about that. I don't see him anywhere. That's a mild issue. One second. Hmm. I can't seem to find Prince Kiefer, which is a mild issue. Will you still tell me the translation? Mind boggles. Oh, it's you. How long have you been standing there? You shouldn't sneak up on people like that, you know? The Hermit's Friend. A long time subscribe. It's a swimsuit edition. I just needed to take a little break from all those ancient ruins, you understand? You knuckle down and finish deciphering the book you brought me. Come back in a little while. Well, where is the prince? He wasn't at the ruins. Because it wasn't outside of them. You could find the prince's room somewhere, maybe? Do a lot of wandering, that's for sure. Where do I find the prince? Uh... Okay. Oh, okay, in the woods, dude. Huh. You kind for tinkering with the statue. Or look at. Find Kiefer's bedroom, which is on the left side of the second floor. Okay. I guess that's not. That one wasn't Kiefer's bedroom. Okay. Left side of the second floor. Oh, there he is. You asshole. Just not letting me know. Alright, Hunter. I'm absolutely shattered, you know? Lost track of the number of times I've been back and forth between the castle and the old ruins today. Been down to that statue with absolutely everything I could think of that has anything to do with the sun, and I had to be quick too. If my dad works out what I'm up to, we're finished. You know, I even gave this funny stone of your uncle's, Pike's, a try. I asked him to lend it to me, but he said he wanted 5,000 gold coins for it. I told him to get stuffed, of course. Anyway, I know he likes an afternoon nap after he's sunk a few at the inn. So I sneaked into his place and borrowed it instead. Actually, I was wondering if you'd mind giving it back to him. Here you go. Almost like an agate evolution. Taking care not to burn his fingers. Somewhat closer to finding out what the light of the sun means. That's right, I asked you to. Sorry, what with all the running around the place, I completely forgot. You close to the truth? Yes. It'll take a while to decipher it. Yeah, doesn't he realize we're in a hurry? Go and see the old Kuda. I'll make sure he understands how urgent this is. Sweet. Oh, I gotta go through the entire music score.
Alright.
Going. This is not... This is the balcony. This is not the way out. This is. Go give this back to my Uncle Pike real quick. I mean, old Pike stole my sweeties again. Come on, don't be such a crybaby. If he takes your sweets, take them back. That's an order. But he's so scary. Uncle Pike! Asshat. Wow, he's an ugly one. I think he's fast asleep. Pops his linkstone back in his pocket? Yes. Can I get the sweets back? Guess not. Frame rate works fine. Let's go back in here. Oh. The hitbox sensitivity is going to be a hell of a thing. Oh, back are you? About time. I've just finished deciphering those runes for you. Really? You finished? So, come on. What does it say? Don't keep us waiting. Who are you? Why are you nagging at me like a spoilt child? Oh, should have known. It's our beloved prince. Never mind all that. Just tell us what it says. Come on, come on. All right, keep your hair on. Just shut up for a minute. I'll tell you what I found out. You turn your head any slower? As far as I can tell, the bright light in this picture is at the front doesn't have anything to do with the sun at all. You're kidding? Nothing at all? Not even a little bit? Not even a tiniest little smidgen. The light in the picture represents the strength and radiance given off by the pure heart of a chosen one. A what? Chosen by who? And for what? Well, my guess would be by whoever built that temple in the first place. Okay, well, I'm not sure I completely follow you. If it was a pure heart and some serious strength you're after, look no further. Looks at me. Oh, so you think you're the chosen one, do you? Can't say I'm entirely surprised. Alright then, Mr. Special. Here's what the book says you have to do. When purest heart and firm resolve are proved beyond a doubt, seek out not your path, O chosen one, for it shall seek you out. When the chosen one, which is obviously me, shows that statue what a pure heart and true spirit he has, that'll do the trick. Oh, you certainly have a high opinion of yourself, but I suppose that can't hurt. Who knows, that unshakable self-belief of yours may set something in motion, reveal the secrets of the Forbidden Place, after all. You bet it will, those ruins won't know what hit them. A bad feeling about this. Why was I able to buy weapons? First place is the question. The only weapon I could buy was a cypress stick, but still. Hi. There you are, your highness. We've been looking for you everywhere. Your father wants to see you. You're going to have to come with us now. You what? What is it? What does he want now? He's just going to give me another earful. I'm afraid I'll have to pass. Your Highness, please. Your father is not in the most forgiving of moods today. You can say that again. The king will have our guts for garters if we go back without you. I'm begging you, Prince Kaifer. I've got an aging mother to look after. Yeah, my wife just had a baby. Or was it two? Basically, if we lose our jobs, we're stuffed. Ah, okay. Enough of the sob stories, I get it. Hunter, you should head home. I'll come and get you when I'm done. And with that, the sun sets on another long and eventful day. Psst, Hunter, wake up. Come on, wake up, will ya? Good, I thought you'd never drag your lazy bones out of bed. Sorry it's late and everything, but that took ages. Dad insisted on giving me the ear bashing of the century, and then when he'd finished, he sent me off to my room. You believe that? What am I, 6? Anyway, seems he was really ticked off about me borrowing that ring. Honestly, I think he's getting sentimental in his old age. He'll get over it. Come on, we need to get going before the sun comes up. That's church, not the way out. Finally, it's time to learn the secrets of the ruins. Let's get moving, Hunter. You're just gonna teleport us to the ruins? Prince Kefir and Hunter hurry over to the ancient ruins under the cover of darkness. Here we are, Hunter. Okay, let's do this. Are you all set? I always knew these ruins were the key to the whole thing. I don't know what's waiting up ahead, but I'm ready for it. And nothing's going to stop me. I'm going to need your help, though, so what do you say, Hunter? Are you with me or what? That's the spirit. Now, the old hermit told us the way forward would only open for people with pure hearts. Ours don't come any purer than ours, right? Please for the way forward whenever you're ready. Oh, that's one way to do it. Woo! We finally opened the door, and all it took was a bit of self-belief and some shouting. We actually did it. Oh, this is so exciting. I can't wait to see what's in there. Come on, the real adventure is about to begin. Hmm. This is what it looks like inside. What's that over there, floating in front of the massive door? Well, it seems you can see me, at long last. How long have I waited? How many decades? No, centuries has it been? I lost track so long ago. In case you're wondering, you're in the Shrine of Awakening. Only those who have been chosen by a higher power are permitted to enter. And well, since you appear to be here, I think we can safely assume you qualify. Congratulations! Now, you'll have noticed that large door behind me. If you want to open it, you're going to need a little help from the 4 saints here. Why not step on up and have a word with them? A yellow fragment. I am the 4th of the great saints. My dominion is water, the running rivers and the endless ocean. Water is the source of all life. It can wash away all evil, its torrents acting as an inviolable shield. What is true strength? Does it lie in anger? Does it lie in love? Only the sacred sword can show the answer. I am the third of the great saints. I rule over the element of fire, the devourer of all things. When I am angered, I erupt with a livid fury that none can contain. To withstand the fires that fall from the heavens, one must keep a cool head and equip the sacred item. I am the first of the great saints. My dominion is land, the very ground beneath our feet. In ancient times, the surface of our world was molten and ever-changing, defenseless. But in time, it came to be plated in the solid armor of the land itself. I am the second of the great saints. I govern the wind that whips through the trees and drives great waves across the ocean. As the aeons pass, the wind can leave deep scars, its razor-edged blade never resting. Guard against its remorseless onslaughts, one must hold of one of these. To what do I refer? Looks like all these are riddles. Hello? I can't turn the screen at all. Not finding any more of those fragments. I imagine since each one appears to be a corner, I probably need 4 of them, right? Okay, can't go in there yet. Wait. Okay, so hold up. Then the solid armor of the land itself. So armor, shield, helmets, and whatever the last one is. Sword. Armor, shield, helmet, sword. They're already in order. Chosen ones, before the Saints will allow you to proceed, you'll need to find the beloved sacred items. Far to the north of here, just east of Esterd, you'll find an ancient door that has been sealed for countless centuries. It's now open for business. Go through it and you'll find 2 ancient tomb sites. Search those and you'll find 4 gravestones leading underground. Beneath each gravestone lies one of the saint's sacred items. I'd love to go with you, I really would. I'm afraid the rules don't allow it. Off you go, bring the saint's special somethings back to me and prove you weren't chosen for nothing. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. Glad we move relatively fast. I'm just waiting for Maribel to show up at some point somewhere. And just try to ruin everything for us. Yep. This way. Oh, it's open now. Alright, so 4 gravestones. Grave of Earth and Fire. There we go. Saint's helm. Doesn't seem to be much to this. Saint's armor. I guess I need to go up to the next grave. Around the corner up here. What? Water and wind? Sounds about right. Wind and water. By the way. That's a great. Ah, there's one. Shield of the Saint? Saint Shield. And then last one I believe is the Saint's Sword. Do the site first this time. Oh, it's always the same. You ever did this side first, it raises first and then comes closer. Found all 4 of the Saint's sacred items. Come on, let's head back to the shrine. I got a bad feeling about this. I feel like we're gonna get interrupted on our way back. Okay. Okay. You need the armor. You want the shield. Think. Yes. You want the helm. Finally, sword. Sword. There we go. How long have I waited for this? How many decades, no centuries have passed? I lost track so long ago. I've waited so patiently for the chosen ones to come and finally open this door. Thanks to you, I can finally earn my forgiveness from on high and get out of this place. Alright. I don't have a key, so I can't get anything from Wait a minute. Whoa, where are we? Strange voice fills the room. You're in the assembly room. Only the chosen may enter this sacred place. What was that? Did you say something, Hunter? I said nothing. That wasn't you? Well, who was it then? Should you be in need of guidance, speak to the spirits that here present. Your path will be revealed. What the? Am I hearing voices? Anyway, I think we're supposed to talk to some spirit or something. Suppose that means our floaty friend over there, who is now solid. Well, come on, let's see what old matey has to say for himself. Hello there, and welcome. The assembly room is open for business again at last. As you may have guessed, I'm in charge around here. And if you're wondering how I got the job, let's just say I was chosen by a higher power. I know I don't look a day over 21, but I must be getting on for 300 now. Or was it 500? Anyway, age is just a number, right? Besides, we have more important things to be thinking about. Let's turn our attention to the four giant pillars down there beneath us, shall we? I suppose. Look closer and you'll see that there are mysterious pedestals arranged on top of each pillar. If you happen to come across any fragments of stone tablets on your travels, bring them to me. Each fragment should fit snugly into one of those pedestals, but don't worry about the details. I'll help you with all that when the time comes. So that's what it means by assembly. Interesting. Well, I found two, but I apparently have three in here. Okay. Aha! Guess I gotta find more. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Getting something from on high. Here it comes. Yes, I see. Well now, I'm reliably informed that there's another tablet out there just waiting for you to find it. Look for a big ship that's just come home to port, and you're sure to find it somewhere nearby. Good luck out there. Pretty sure we're slotted those fragments in the proper positions, but a fat lot of good it did us. Alright. Interesting. Enter here yet? Oh. I need to complete the maps first. We need to look for a ship that's just come home, and there'll be a fragment nearby. Oh, it's day out. Blimey, it's so bright. I can't believe the sun's up already. When I get back to the castle, I'll have a hunt for some of those stone tablet thingies our new friend was talking about when I get the chance. I'm sure I'll have much luck, though. I searched the place from top to bottom yesterday and I didn't see anything like that. Your dad and his crew must be due back from their fishing trip, right? Better head back to Pilchard Bay. We don't want anyone to get suspicious. Come get me straight away if you find anything. You got it. Can't wait to learn Zoom. Just saying. Go this way. Have a thing on his... Yeah, he grew a crystal on there now. You're going here. That's apparently the wrong way to go. Alright, so there's something near here. We're back with Pilchard Harvest. Grand. Look at a load of that. Look at all those fish. That's a haul and a half. There's a fragment nearby, you say? Is it in the fish? In the fish at all? Those lovely fresh pilchards. They're so bright and shiny and their eyes are bright as buttons. We can just take a bite out of those right now. That's probably not advised. I don't mean to crow, but I just can't wipe the grin off my face. I have to be honest, when Pollock first suggested going that far north, I thought he had a screw loose. But then our nets started filling with lovely pilchards faster than we could haul them in. Wasn't all plain sailing, though. The sea gets pretty choppy up there. I worried we were getting out of our depth. But we made it. All's well that ends well and all that. Ha ha ha. Great. Who died? Ain't Hunter, your dad's already headed back home, my lad. Quite right, too. He's earned himself a rest. Got more fish than we knew what to do with out there. Wasn't just fish. Now I think about it, we got another strange something caught in our nets. Your dad took it home with him. That's what you meant. What's up? Oh. Did you catch your brother? Welcome back, my lad. Or maybe it's you that should be welcoming me. Gahaha. I could tell from the ties that this was going to be a good year, and I never imagined it would go so well. You haven't had a haul like that for years, not since the year you were born, in fact. Actually, when I think about it, that year was the best of them all. Even this year's harvest didn't come close. I remember coming home all set to boast about how many pilchards we netted, but then I found you waiting for me. You already stole my thunder. Didn't hang about, did you? Couldn't wait to get on out into the world. I said hello to you, and you started bawling, and then Sorry, son, I'm getting a bit choked up. Let's talk about fish, shall we? We caught a lot of fish, a boatload and more. Nights, I'm going to sleep like a dog. As soon as my brother gets out of my bed. That's the wife's bed. This is the life, I tell you. Back in the bosom of my family after a hard day's fishing. Is that, my lad? You're after something. A nice strong glass of anchovy cold maybe. Eh? Did we find anything strange when we were out at sea? Now as you come to mention it, yes, we did, in fact. Very strange that object got tangled up in the nets. Where is it now? Aha! Yeah, it's an old piece of stone tablet or something. I was thinking I should let someone up at the castle take a look at it. Tell you what, I'm as good as asleep on my feet. Why don't you take care of it for me? You can show it to your pal the prince if you like. Here you go, don't drop it now. Haha! The final piece for that. I missed your cooking, Pearl, me girl. You've done it again. The sardine stew is a real winner. No mention of the bum in the bed. Or drink. I don't want to see the bottom of this glass. I cough. Ah, stole Mom's purse. You're back, but I'm afraid you've just missed lunch, dear. Uncle Pike paid us an unexpected visit, and I'm afraid he ate all the sardines I'd set aside for you. When he turned up at the doorstep with a bottle of something fancy, I even thought he might have brought us a present, but he drank it all himself, of course. Really, there's no hope for that man. I feel like he's gonna be a real, is either gonna be a problem or a very big help somehow or another. Shall he be a burden or a boon? Why is there just armor here? What's up? Hey, are there any interesting developments? In fact, what you got there? That's a bit of stone tablet, isn't it? Are you serious? It got caught in the net when they were out fishing? Ridiculous. What are the chances of that? You know what this is? It's destiny at work. Come on, Hunter, let's go and see old Floaty Face over at the shrine. Why do you have to play the sound every single time? I already know he's part of the party. Just for that, I'm gonna go through your wardrobes. Wow. You are a very sparse prince, are you? When we get to Dragon Quest VIII, we'll probably play a higher definition version of it than any DS version that there is. I don't know if there's a Switch version. It'd be interesting if there was. But whatever console version there is that I can get my hands on, I'll most likely play. Aha! Caught you! I knew you'd be sniffing around out here. You really think you could keep it a secret? Hey, wanna come on a boat with us? You're a really horrible person. Did you know that, Hunter? You've been doing all this fun stuff, and you didn't say a word to me about it. You owe me big time. So I'm joining you. There's nothing you can do about it. Got that? Fine. I should think so, too. What are we hanging out for? Let's get going. I'm having fun already. Just have to lump it, I suppose. She'll only telling us otherwise. Alright, let's get going. Lane. Hey, you see all this stuff? Yeah, we did that. Hi there. Up here, colors. It's probably this one, right? There we go. What's that? Why is it so bright? What is happening? That's trippy. Ow. Blimey, what just happened? Are you two okay? You asked for it. Of course I'm not okay. I want an explanation for what just happened. I want it now. All I know is that one minute we were in the shrine, the next, well, we were here. Where is here anyway? I don't recognize it. Is it even on the island? What are you talking about? Of course it's on the island. Where else would it be, you big dummy? What I want to know is why the sky is so dark and gloomy. Really not helping the mood. Ah, wherever this place is, I hate it already. In fact, I've had enough. I'm going home. Thanks for the adventure. Let's never do it again. Well, you can't really get home going that way. Alright. I suppose we should get going too. Can't hang around here all day. Come on, Hunter. Ooh, monsters. Don't awful like Maribel. And away he goes. So we better go and see what's up. Come on. Those are some shiny slimes. What are those things? They're ruining my frame rate is what they are. Can I do a spell? How many offensive spells? Abilities? Nope. I just attack them. Why are the sound effects so low? Not just the sound effects in a second. I don't like this one bit. Where exactly are we? Why is it full of monsters? Monsters? You call those monsters? Well, if they weren't monsters, what were they? They look like monsters and smell like monsters, they're monsters. Anyway, the one thing I know is that this is all you two's fault. You decided to come with us! I didn't want to come to any stupid forest, but you made me. You made us take you! Time you took responsibility for your actions. You need to make sure I get home safely. Monsters, eh? Hear that, Hunter? Real-life monsters. We're on a proper adventure at last. Is it just me, or is this kind of exciting? Yes, it is just you. You're such an idiot. Trust you to be happy about this. I'm not staying here a moment longer. Take me home now. I'm working on it. I can only do so much on bitch noticed. Bitch notice? Yeah, that's the word. Hi.
And what are yourselves doing here?
Sorry, we weren't sneaking up on you or anything. You've got nothing to fear from us. I'm Kiefer, Prince of Esterd.
Esther, you say? Could this mean...
Well anyway, this is Hunter and this is Maribel. They're with me. Can you ask Miss... what's her name why it's so dark and gloomy here?
Alright. You should be wanting to know me name, I suppose. Well, I'm Maeve.
Hello, Maeve. Can I ask why you're bothering to weed such a scrawny old patch of grass?
Weeding? Sure, I wasn't weeding. I was putting some nice plants on them graves over there.
On the graves over there, like plants? You mean those handfuls of grass? I wouldn't even put grass on a grave.
In case you've not noticed, there's not a lot in the way of flowers around here.
That's why I have to make do with that little lot, like. Wait, I've got some flowers. Well, some seeds at least.
Seeds, you say?
Yes, I got them from the woods near Esterd. I was going to plant them around my house.
I'd hate to be a bother, but I'd be grateful if you could see your way to letting me have a handful.
Oh, I don't mind at all. In fact, have a lot.
Sure, that's grand altogether. I'll plant these round the graves, so I will.
Guess it's just her planting them.
Maybe now the souls of the departed can rest a wee bit easier.
The departed? Gosh, what did you think graves were?
Now, where are yourselves heading to, if you don't mind me asking?
That's a good question. I suppose we're heading home.
Just want to go home, do you? Well, I wouldn't start from here, so I wouldn't. Your best bet for now is to get out of this forest. You'll find a little village up the way where you can rest up. By way of thanks for them seeds, I'll come along with you.
Or music.
Well, let's be off, shall we? To get to the village, we'll need to head out of the forest and go east.
Got it. I read this. Also make out what's written on it. Old. What the hell is that? That's terrifying. Nightcrawler. Of course it is. Huh. Well, Maeve's got some muscle on her. Let me do a thing real quick. Tactics. Is that the one I want? Yeah. That's also a new one. What is this? Whoa. Whoa, Brigitte? Right. I need to adjust the sound effects. 'Cause for some reason, it's much lower. The music. I'm level 2. Hell yeah. Cypher is level 2. Uh, Battle messages, let's turn that up. Music volume, that down. Sound volume up. Battle background, strong 3D or weak 3D? Oh, that's so much better. Now it doesn't do that floating thing when I'm turning it. Sound effects just aren't that high, I guess. Alright, that should get, Maribel up. Should I go to level 3 before I go into the town? Let's do that. Let's do level 3 first. Probably somewhere around here somewhere. Ooh. Might be going a bit too far here. Just a tad. Kiefer's a little slow, it seems. I learned to heal. There's a chest here. Nice. I don't want to go in there yet. Kiefer. Drop to chest. Got a medicinal herb. Right. Now all I gotta do is get Maribel up to level 3 and we're good to go. And it left. Not leveled up yet. This might do it though. There we go. Learn Frizz. Alright. Wait a second, Hunter. Where'd Maeve get to? I can't see her anywhere. Oh. You're right, she's gone. Maybe she rushed off home? I'm guessing she lives here, right? Not even saying goodbye? Some people have no manners. What kind of village has she led us to anyway? It looks a little run down. Little, that's the understatement of the century. Some of it's in the water. Well, who cares? It's not like we're going to be staying here long. Let's see if anyone can tell us the way home, shall we? Where are we meant to rest? The place without a roof. The one with the missing walls. Rude? If you look at the state of me beautiful vegetable patch, sure, that what's the world coming to? I mean, look at the size of that hole dug right in the middle there. He's right, that's a big hole. Who would do something like that? What do you think it? What do you think did it? Sure, it was none other than me own self. I know it's for me wife and daughter, but it breaks me heart so it does. Oh shit. Sure, there once was a time that it was such a peaceful town in the back of beyond. And one day, wouldn't you just know it, them horrible monsters came and stole all our women folk away.
The fiends gave us men an awful ultimatum, so they did. They said if we wanted to see our wives and daughters alive again, we were to tear the village to pieces. No, I shouldn't give in to despair, but I fear our girls are long gone from this world. There's no hope for this place now. If I were you, I'd go back to wherever you came from and pray for us all. What's that? You're asking me what I'm doing. You not have eyes in your head. And smashing up my own home. Sure, you're only after asking me what I'm doing. And now you're asking me why I'm doing it. You're an awful one for the questions. I'm doing it for my lovely wife, amn't I? Why else would a man be tearing his own four walls down? So you'll be travellers, will you? Well, welcome to Ballymalloy. Named after our greatest hero, don't you know? Ah, now, I could do with some heroics, I tell you. This place's glory days are behind it, so they are. It's desperate, so it is. I built this house with my own two hands, and now I'm tearing it down, plank by plank. It's as much I can do keep from weeping. There's an awful lot we can learn from trees, wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree? Fuck you. You can chop bits off them, you can burn them, but they never complain. They just keep on growing. They're tremendous. So fuck you off. Sure. What's the point in doing anything? No good'll come of it. We're doomed, I tell you. Martial artist over here. Hey, what's the story like? Where do you think you're going? We didn't plan on heading up to the top of the village, would you? Good to hear. Sure, you'd only be wasting your time going up there. There's nothing to see there. Nothing at all. Well, you're wasting our time. There's nothing to see up there. On me life. An inn here. I'm sure the day will come when I have to tear this place apart too. That's what it takes to get me darling wife back, I'll do it. But for the time being, it's business as usual. Welcome to our inn, weary travelers. 9 gold. Good morning, I trust you had a restful sleep. Do come again. That's assuming that there will be a place to come back to. Don't mind me. Put a plain clothes. Not me house at all. It's actually your man Hanlon's place. We decided to swap so the monsters couldn't find him like. Sure, but you listen to the way I'm carrying on. Shouldn't be sharing this type of thing with complete strangers now. Then you never heard a word. Now stop blathering and get back to my day job. Weapons and armor. Okay, now we're talking. Looks like Maribel can only get the bamboo spear. Okay, the pointy hat. The defense buff. It only goes to me and Kiefer. Definitely gonna need some better weaponry though. You can get 1 copper sword. He gets the most out of it. I saw some stuff. Okay, the plain clothes. Don't need. I'm gonna hold on to that.
Cypress stick. This plain clothes. Here's cypress stick. Do I have a bag? I do have a bag. It's got a Chimera wing in it. Nothing here. Okay, so I know that there's some weapons and armor there. I had to come back for that. Particularly because my character still has just the cypress stick. Hello? Who's there? Ah, sure you humans. Well then, you can come in if you like. Sorry I wasn't more welcoming, but you took me by surprise. I thought the monsters finally found us. I'm Patrick, and you'll be travelers, will you? Sorry, listen, tell me no more. Did you meet a woman called Maeve at all? Yes. You did? Ah, sure, that's grand. Maeve protected our village from the monsters, you see, but no one's seen her since this last while, like. Yada's injured, and now Maeve's gone. Sure, things couldn't be any worse. Are you alright, Da? Are your wounds giving you grief? Sorry about that, I had to check on me Da. He's this village's bravest warrior. He went off to fight monsters and save our women, but he came back in this shape. According to your man, the doctor, we'll be needing a yoke called a green gem to make him right again. But the mine where you get them is full of monsters now. It's southeast of here, so it is. I was hoping I'd seen Maeve so I could ask her to go and grab us one. Can I ask you a favor, like? If you run into her on your travels, we could tell her we need her help. I'd have to go off and search for her myself, but I have to look after my dad, you know. You're also like 5. I think we should just go and get this green gem ourselves. What do you say? Sure. Nice one. I knew you'd be up for it. Hold on a second. Why are you so keen to help them? Well, for starters, there's no point looking for Maeve. She's disappeared. You said so yourself. Why don't we just cut out the middleman? I know we have to get home, but we might as well make ourselves useful while we're here. I suppose you're right, but I can't help getting nervous when you start taking things seriously. Oh, alright then, let's go and look for that gem. I won't exactly have much fun hanging around here on my own, I suppose. Great, let's get to work. Did I hear you right? Are you thinking of helping us find one of them green gems? Yep, that's right. Just point us in the right direction. It was a mine southeast of here, right? That's the one, thanks a million. If I see Maeve, I'll tell her you're helping us out. I don't think Maeve's in one piece anymore. On the secret highway where Hanlon's hold up, did you? Pick that spot so the monsters would never find them. Be careful when you're coming and going, you hear? You never know when one of them beasties might be sniffing around. Right. I feel like there's supposed to be more sound effects. Nice. Now we're getting somewhere. I gotta do some... I don't have any offensive spells. Some gold grinding to get some better... At least one better weapon for my character. Walking around with a cypress stick is not going to cut it at all. $66. I need $220 for a copper sword. Just not waste any time and just attack everything that comes our way. Go. Cypher's level 4. Nice. 5G. Just fight everything in our way. Not the fastest route, but definitely one of the best routes to go. Go. That's for me. 92. Okay, this is the Rainbow Mines. Medicinal herb. Huh? Jenny Mac, we've got company. What the blazes do you think you're doing out here at this hour? You're gonna visit the mines, I'd cancel your holiday plans. Sure, it's busting at the seams with monsters. Well, it just so happens that I'm into that. Ah, I got some pressure on my eye right there. Arabelle leveled up. Learned Sap. Nice. Can't turn the screen. Oh, lips. One ran off. Maribel's out of MP. That's a bit of an issue. Especially when her thing is magic. Nothing here. I haven't noticed yet whether leveling up in this game restores MP or not. Oh wait, it doesn't. Because I haven't used any MP. And I have less than my maximum. Hi again. Well, we meet again. What are yourselves doing in a place like this? I'd ask you the same question. I thought I heard some monsters moving around inside, so I thought I'd investigate, like. Oh, before I forget, Prince Kiefer tells Maeve about Patrick's request. Alright. That's right, so the little fella's after a green gem to save his da. We're grateful if you could help us out. Well, rainbow rocks come in the whole rake of colors. If you find the green one, I'm sure you can break off a chunk for little Patty. Thing is, I'm not too sure there's any green ones left down here. Well, now I've got to be going, like, best of luck. Hold on, you're not going to come with us?
Listen, I know this might sound a little heartless, but I can't be going out of my way for the sake of one little boy and his da. I have things to do, like. Oh, she's a cold fish, alright. There's no point running after her. We're just gonna have to handle this gem hunt ourselves. Lips are defeated. Each party member receives 6 experience points. Let's try this door. This set of stairs. Ah, now we're getting somewhere. I think. Okay. Man. There's some high quality 3D going on with the backgrounds in this game. There's some red gems. Oh. Apparently I was supposed to do a thing with that. What are we at here? 149? Do a thing with that? I guess now I know I can push them around. Oh, now they're just in the way. Oh! Okay. Hmm. Ow. Just an alert. Hell yeah. Man, I really am finding everything but... What about that? Can't push that. That doesn't help me. Okay, I think I messed up. I see the problem. Okay, that one's there. This one here. This here. This. Here. Perfect. Oh my. What is this bull?
Can't really get a yellow in there. I can do this. Oh, that didn't help me. Ah, here we are. Okay, and then I want to somehow get in here. Just really fuck up or something. I feel like I did something incorrectly. Alright, let's try again. That's what I was supposed to do. Oh, that was incorrect. Good. Okay, let's do this first. Let me push this down here to get this out of the way. And vice versa. Right? Maybe. Push this here. I want to push this over here. I'm going to take this one over here. And down here. And clear. I think I am faster than a lips. I found a green gem. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fight something for it. We did it! We found a green gem! Oh yeah. My problem is it's blue and massive. How are we going to cart this outside? Howdy, Hunter. James, you made it this far. That's grand. Listen, I shouldn't have rushed off like I did. I was worried about you all, so I decided to come back like. Sorry about leaving you in the lurch. It was wrong of me. Now, young Patrick needed a green gem. Am I right? Let me see what I can do. He places both her hands on the green stone and concentrates extremely hard. Small chunk of green gem splinters off. Here you are. Bring this to the wee fella. Well, alright. I'd better get going, that's what I had. I have a list of things to do as long as your arm. Mind how you go now. This place is still crawling with monsters. I almost forgot. Here, Hunter, I want you to have this. A wooden doll. A doll was a present from me big brother. He gave it to me when I was just a girl. I've always carried it with me as a good luck charm like, but I am a child anymore. If you don't like it, you can throw it away, of course. I just wanted it to go to a good home is all. Anyway, I'd better be off. Go for a few more minutes. That's a new one. Kung Fu Fighter. Of course. That's weird. On. There we go. Oh shit. Mirabelle's already down in the lower half again. Why are these things so strong? I have 8 hit points left. Hope you survive just long enough. Jesus. Okay. Kiefer's level 5. Learn Flame Slash. Well now. Any chests down here at all? Doesn't seem like it. It's unfortunate. Oh, shit. My bad. There's 5 of them now. Whoa. Wait, does Flame Slash not cost any MP? I don't think he had any MP when he used it. I don't think there's any chests down here. So let's just go back up. All the gems are gone now. This depends on which direction you're coming from. Oh, shit. Alright. Very well leveled up. Learned evac. Yes! You have no MP. Best to augment her wisdom. Increased by 3. Alright. Wonder how wisdom works in Dragon Quest VII. This does not affect spell damage. Spells have a set of damage range, and having a high wisdom isn't going to make the higher end of the damage range occur more often. Dragon Quest VII, both the original and the DS, have fixed damage for spells. Okay. It does not seem to help me. Okay, so there is a function in battle. So it's kind of similar to the last game, where it affects how they act according to the fight wisely, according to the AI. Really need a new weapon for my character. Okay, D fled. Luckily, that doesn't seem to take any MP. I'm level 5 now. Nothing new. Yeah, now 250. Yes, I can buy something new for my character. Cat's trying to get in. Alright. Ah. Bring the gem to the father and child. And be on our way. Ah! It's fine, I'm not gonna waste some experience. Turn the camera first, though. Alone for just a second so I can get this back. Finish up the session, that'd be fantastic. Alright, let's rest up in the place first. Now this dude's asleep now. When Patrick was over earlier, he paid in advance for a night's skip for all of you. Still, it's not time to be turning in yet. The place is bogging and I'm in the middle of cleaning it. Okay. Out the door! Guess I gotta deliver it first. You know what? This feels like a flag. This feels like a flag. Like I'm gonna get into a battle as soon as I deliver this thing. So I'm actually gonna cut it here before we get to that. So for now, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm looking forward to playing more of this game. We'll see how it goes. It's a beautiful big church. You wouldn't credit it now, would you? Joel, okay. Fine. Alright. So for now, I'll leave that there. And we'll come back to this... What's today? Wednesday? Come back to this on Friday. Until then, I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. We'll probably try and finish up Majora's Mask tomorrow. I hope to see y'all then. See y'all later. Have a good rest of your day.